Does prayer have a place at government meetings? The Supreme Court will decide that this week, revisiting a 1983 decision in which the court ruled that, in fact, prayer at government meetings is appropriate under the following circumstances: that there be no proselytizing, that there be no disparaging of other faiths, and that there be no discrimination in determining who leads the prayers. I think that if the court decides to uphold that tradition, they will not only be doing something good for prayer, but actually good for the use of religion in America. Imagine saying to people that yes, prayer has a place if you're so inclined, but you can't proselytize, meaning you can't send the message that unless you join the one who is leading the prayer, something is wrong with you. You can't disparage the traditions that other people observe, even if it's not your tradition as the leader of the prayer. And that when the government invites people to pray, it can't be just a Christian thing or just a Christian and Jewish thing or just a Christian, Jewish, Muslim thing, but Native Americans and Wiccans and Hindus and any tradition that wants to be there has a right to be there. Imagine if we could just get religion to work that way in America. No proselytizing, no disparaging, and no discrimination. Well, it turns out the people of Greece, New York, have had a problem with actually living with those rules. Really, recently they've done better. Between 1999 and 2008, they did have prayer when the city council and other agencies would convene, but they were always led by Christians. So people brought suit, and in the bringing of the suit, things began to get better. Interestingly, one of the people who brought the suit, Susan Galloway, objects to the prayers because they're sectarian. She wants to get rid of all the particularity from prayer, and then she says it would be okay. Get rid of the particularity of prayer? What's the point? She claims it makes her uncomfortable that one particular tradition is highlighted at any given time. Great! Be uncomfortable. That's exactly what we all need to learn to do. To actually be comfortable being uncomfortable. We need to feel welcomed even when we don't feel agreed with. That's the real challenge that lies at the heart of this case. Can we, whether using our own traditions or in the presence of other traditions which are not our own, actually feel welcomed even when we don't feel agreed with? Can we learn how to bring all the particularity of who we are without disparaging others or making them feel that they are somehow less human because they're not part of our tradition? If we can do that, then we can actually write the next chapter in the use of prayer in public in America. And I hope the Supreme Court this week does exactly that.